Welcome to Save the Singles and Preserve the Married. My name is Prophetess Happiness Michael. I'm actually being called by God to see how to help those that marriage is falling apart and the singles that are about getting married, to see how they can navigate their way to a good marital home. That's one of the reasons I felt I was born, to being able to be your assistant or to boost your marriage into a better home. So today we're going to be talking about the topic I titled Stop Fighting with Your Dying Spouse. So I want to speak to every couple today and every single that is about to walk into marriage, that have it in mind one day that they're going to settle down, they're going to have a peaceful and a happy home. That when you get in there, please stop fighting. Try not to fight with a dying soul. Try not to fight with a dying soul. Who are these dying souls? Do you know there are times you are battling, fighting with your spouse, you don't know what she or he is passing through. For example, right now, if it is a home that the wife or the husband have waited for years and they don't have a child, you may be fighting with that man when the man is thinking and is under depression because every time he look at the friends, this one that got married yesterday, last year has gotten a child, and he's under depression. He's dying. His mind is aching. He's on the process of having a lot of depression through thinking, through being worried. As a man, he may not really tells you what he's passing through. And at this point in time, and you, the woman, are not giving him peace. You keep on battling with him. Oh, where do you go to yesterday? You didn't come back home in time. I'm sure you are going to meet another woman. Is it because I don't have a child? You are adding to that man's depression. So I'm telling you today that you are actually fighting with a dying soul. Someone that is already mentally, he is sick. He's sick because depression is sickness. So, and you are now adding, throwing your own weapon, throwing your own trouble into the dying soul. So stop fighting with a dying soul of your spouse. It is not good. It is not healthy. It is not ideal. Now, sometimes as a woman could be feeling some kind of pain. I've seen someone with the wife is passing through cancer symptom, but she herself never knew that cancer was coming her way. She was feeling this pain, this discomfort, and all that. But every blasted that the man is keep giving her buzz, keep fighting her, keep troubling her, throwing words of attack to her. That including this attack, you know natural that cancer doesn't like stress. Now the man was adding this stress into what was coming this woman's way. So she doesn't have any energy or strength to be able to fight back what she was passing through already. Then she was now overwhelming by the trouble that was in the home, together with the sickness that was coming her way unknowing to her. So at last on this whole thing, the woman ended up dying. So that man was actually fighting with a dying soul. He was fighting with a dying spouse in his home, but never knew that this woman was on the journey to death. There are people that died even without a sign. We heard about some people who sleep and never wake up. So this person that slept and never wake up, you never knew that you were actually having this conflict with a dying soul. You will never know that you were having this conflict with a dying spouse. So stop fighting with a dying soul. It is not healthy. Give your spouse peace. Give your spouse a smooth landing, a peaceful atmosphere, because you don't know what will become of this person in the next season. You got to stop fighting with a dying soul. There are people that you know they have passing through depression in the office, and a lot of trouble is on their head. They are owing, maybe somehow they are owing, or maybe the man is fighting for school fees or something, and you, the woman, is adding to it, and you are fighting him, you are troubling him, you are actually fighting with a dying soul. Sometimes this person is having diabetes, the other one he's having the wife is having diabetes, the husband is having enlargement, and both of you are fighting each other. This one's is on the way to meet God. The other one, maybe whatever that is seeking this person is overwhelming. That's not what this person need at this time. At that moment, this person is having high blood. You know that he's having high blood, and you're throwing in words. You're throwing in attack. You're attacking him or her back with your words. You are attacking your spouse. Your spouse is attacking you. Someone that is having high blood. The blood is already up there. You are fighting with a dying spouse. You're fighting with a dying spouse, and that your spouse has a soul. The soul is on its way going, and you are killing it the more. You are killing that soul faster. So stop fighting with the dying spouse. Your spouse is already passing through high blood. Why not give this person peace? Why not give this person love? What this person need from you at this point in time is your love and your care. Is your love, it is your care, and that this person is looking for at this moment. So why killing the person in a hurry? Why killing this person urgently? Because what you are doing to this person at this moment is what is going to kill this person on time or quickly. Stop fighting with a dying spouse. It is not healthy that somebody is passing through crisis and you are still fighting. I've seen a man beating a woman with pregnancy under 7 years, 7 months pregnancy, some 6 months pregnancy, some 2 weeks. How could you fight with a dying soul? A woman that you don't know. Listen to me. When a woman is going to the labor room, I call it delivering room. You see, a lot of things is either plus or minus. She may go in there and never return. She may go in there and luckily something happened, maybe operation or whatever. What will she remember when she is in that theater? She's going to remember how the husband beat on her. She's going to remember what you said to her. She's going to remember how you kick her on her belly. She's going to remember how you squeeze her neck at that moment. She's going to remember how you turn her hands to the back. She's going to remember how you don't give her money for food. She's going to remember all these. While others men are enjoying that moment, they're rubbing the belly. Oh, my baby is kicking. Oh, my baby is moving. Oh, I can't wait to see you. I welcome you. They are talking to the baby, and all you could do is fighting with a dying spouse. You don't need to fight with this person. This is not needed, and it is not necessary. You got to be responsible and take your home, build your home. Allow this person to have the last memory of you in a good way. Because you see, as we discuss about life, that is how we discuss about death. Nobody knows what is going to happen tomorrow. And you are kicking a woman who is pregnant for you. You are kicking a woman who is on the process that the waist is aching, the bone is shifting. You know, she's looking at how she's going to pass through that day. And you are beating her. You are fighting her. Stop fighting with a dying spouse. Stop fighting with a dying spouse. It is not healthy. You don't need this if you actually want to have a happy home. So now, if you know that some of you, your husband lose his job, and then he's passing through this depression, he's passing through this mental stress, of how he lost his job, and you're still shouting on him, hey, look at you, you don't even have job, your mates are doing this. You are adding, you are fighting him on top of what just happened to him. If you're listening to my message today and you want to have a peaceful and a happy home, you don't need this for any reasons. You don't need this. This is not needed. It's not wanted in your home. Don't fight with a dying person because the person said, yes, I do to you. Don't help the person to kill the person in time. Because some of you, when the person needed you in the hospital, you said, I am busy, I'm going to work. You are not there for the person, and the person is maybe having a diabetes. You're supposed to prepare food because those people have a kind of food they need to eat and the one they don't need to eat. So this person needed someone to assist him for this kind of food, and you're just being careless about it. Anyhow you want to survive, let him survive. Please, you gotta stop fighting with a dying soul. It is not necessary. You don't need that at this moment. I want you to learn that when you are living in your home as a married person, if you're a single person about getting married, when you get there, stand with your partner. Help your partner. Stay with him in the time that he needed you most. Some of those people have asthma. They could just give up at any time. Some of them could. Nobody predict what tomorrow will be. It might have been okay and be well, but suddenly the person have kidney failure or liver issue or something, or maybe having appendix is going for operation. At this moment of this person's life, you need to give this person peace and speak good words. Good words. The Bible said he's like medicine, so he heals. You need to take care of this person. You need to stand by this person. Don't add into it. Don't trouble this person further, so that he will not be that the sickness did not kill this person, but what you are doing to this person is what has taken his life. Let the last memory of a person that is living your life, or maybe trying to recover, let the memory matters a lot for you. Let that person have a good memory and said, when he recovered it and said, oh, if it is not my wife, God will bless her. She stood by me. She was there all through. Do you know she wore one cloth? She was sleeping on the floor in the hospital, or she was lying down beside me. Let this statement pass through the person's memory. Let just that person said, oh, I would have died if it is not my husband. My husband did everything to make sure I survive. These are the words that should come out of this person's mouth, out of your spouse's mouth, on the days of your delivering, on the days of your recovery of sickness, on the days of your testimony, on the days of your thanksgiving, on the days when this person is going to sit down with friends and share the past about this life. Sometime your spouse may have lost his child. Maybe you guys lose your son or your daughter. Please, you need to be there for each other, because it is not easy to lose someone. Maybe this person was dear to the mother or dear to the father. There is a way you have to stand by that person to be able to know that this person had someone beside him. So stop fighting with your dying spouse. Stop fighting with him. Stop fighting with her. Be in peace with your spouse, because that moment is very delicate. It is a season that someone needed who loves him or her so dearly. So your love has to increase at this moment. You must take the person heart to heart and stand by this person. I just pray and I believe that this training, this teaching in this classroom of Preserve the Marriage and also Save the Singles will be able to help you to navigate your way in the days of trouble. Temptation will always come into marriage, but your duty is how you handle it. So handle it with peace, love, and care. Peace, love, and care. Then finally give the person your time and your assistance to make sure the person is okay. This episode should make a difference and change things in your home. God bless you. My name is Prophetess Happiness Michael Ebube, and you are watching Save the Singles and Preserve the Marriage. The topic today is stop fighting with your dying spouse. God bless you.